Our loss has affected us in ways I can't explain. On December 6, 2008, and 3 days following my son Brandon's 25th birthday, he was murdered. He was murdered celebrating his birthday. That Saturday morning, Courtney and I were due to go to New York, and we received a call from the Christiana Care Hospital asking us to come down to the hospital and identify our son. It was really a gruesome type of telephone call. It was just eerie, it was scary, but Courtney and I could not think on our way to the hospital. It was like, did it happen? Because Brandon came in the house December the 5th at 11 news time, 11:15. And when he came in, he said he was in for the night. So to receive a call like that at 7 in the morning, and then you go over to his room and he's not there, it was like, what happened? So I never knew he left the house, but he did. And of course, he was murdered like 3:50 something a.m. in the morning, rushed to the hospital, surgical trauma unit at the Christiana Care. Of course, the end result, he couldn't be saved. We miss him. There's nothing can bring Brandon back, but through this experience of losing Brandon, Courtney, my family and I, we decided to just do something in his memory. And that was probably the year 2010. And what we decided to do is we started a foundation called the Brandon Lee Brinkley Foundation. We started that foundation because Brandon just said, Mom, I want to be happy. And even though he was working different odd jobs, he wanted to become a barber and own his own barbershop. So he set that in motion. He went to American Beauty Academy. He started school, but because he was just unable to finish school due to death, we decided to bless other students in honor of Brandon. So this is our 5th year with the foundation, basically in operation, and our 3rd year we'll be given our scholarship at Del Castle. And what it does, it pays for state boards, the student state board fees they incur, state board exams, their kits. Some of them have to pay for kits. Some of them we just give them a donation because we do it in the form of an essay. How does violence affect those individual school? What is the reality of violence? And we all know violence is just outrageous right now, nationwide and even in this state. So we just have them ask questions, do videos, do artwork, whatever form they choose. And the board, we sit down there and select our winner, and we go from there. It gives you something to live for, you know. I can't bring him back. I think about him every day. But just bless another student, you know, and that's what we're about. And through this, I met you. I met people at the Christiana Care Trauma Unit who has a program, You Only Live Once, and it has Brandon's name marked on it, you know, and just blessing everybody, helping. That's all. One day it'll grow. One day it's my dream to be statewide with it, bless other students in other schools, vocational schools, even go back to the American Beauty Academy. But it's all in helping another barber. Courtney and Brandon were actually almost 15 years apart. But we had a little joke in our house. I was going to do hair. Yeah. Courtney was going to do nails, and Brandon was going to do barbering. But the dream just didn't materialize. So this is the best thing to happen out of it. Of course, Courtney attends Howard Vocational School, and she wanted to be a cosmetology student, but she's Academy of Finance? Yeah. So she didn't get that far either. So we're just thinking on, you know, helping other people. Absolutely, yeah. And I told Courtney the other day I wanted to give up because it was so much work entailed.
But she's not.
With going to school, working full time, and working at the mortuary, but she said no. We have a wall in our home between Courtney's room and my room. And the wall has family pictures, different programs we participated in, his diploma, baby pictures, pictures of his cousins. And I have one nephew who was in the service who sent home an Oriental rug. And the rug is the Tree of Life.
Tree of Life, yeah.
So it's not just Courtney and I, we think about him every day.
Yeah.
Some people say it's a shrine, but it's not really a shrine. It's just, when I purchased my home, both my kids came in that house. You know, that's the only house they ever knew. So, to feel like he's there, decided to do the wall. Just look at him. I mean, now it's a part of the fixture, just like the paintings on everybody's wall, but it's just of him. It's a quarter of it. We have signatures where different people, we had a barbecue that day, and we had different family members and friends just come sign the wall, and their thoughts. And every now and then we look at the wall, and we stop and read. Birthday cards, the last birthday card. Because you got to remember, it was 3 days following his 25th birthday when he was murdered. So it's going into year number 6. And the sad part is that it's not solved. His murder isn't solved. And I used to have hope that it would be solved. I don't want to say I don't, because I do have faith. But it's just, with it being a regular occurrence, I just wonder. You know, I didn't live under these conditions when I was being raised. And it's sad to say, protecting her because of the way the people are today, and violence is just outrageous. Sometimes I feel like people may feel like, oh, she's a hopeless mother, but I'm not. It's just that I'm thinking of him. And I've come to terms with his death. But I think about him. You know, you always think about what your kid will end up like. The kids married. To bury them and have to live with it.